ubundi kugira ngo abantu boherezanya amafaranga muri Afrika akenshi yagomba guca ahantu i Burayi cyangwa muri Amerika hanyuma akagaruka muri Afrika. Nkuko abantu bafata indege akenshi umuntu agiye mu gihugu cyo muri Afrika agomba kubanza akajya i Burayi hanyuma agafata connection kugira ngo agaruke muri Afrika. So ibyo ngibyo nibyo dushaka gukuraho kugira ngo amafaranga y'abanyafrika aguma muri Afrika, bizatuma bigabanya igiciro ikiguzi cyo gutanga iyo service, hanyuma bikanihuta cyane kurenza ukuntu byari bimeze. Icyambere nuko bishoboka ko umuntu ashobora kohereza amafaranga ako kanya ari muri ibyo bihugu byo muri Afrika akayoza mu Rwanda mu buryo bwihuse. Igiciro kirahendutse iyo urebye n'izindi service zifasha kohereza amafaranga, igiciro kirahendutse ariko giterwa n'umubare. Umuntu wohereje miliyoni cyangwa umuntu wohereje amadolari 200 ntabwo ari kimwe. Ariko icyo twabizeza nuko igiciro kiri hasi kandi system yizewe ikanihuta cyane. Umuntu ashobora gukoresha BK app, ashobora gukoresha internet banking, ariko tushobora no kumufasha muri branch kugira ngo yohereze amafaranga aho ashaka muri Afrika. Muri ayo mabanki dukorana nayo, mufite ko ari amabanki 150 muri Afrika, kandi uwo mubare kugenda wiyongera nk'uko PAPSS bakomeza gukorana n'ayandi mabanki. So icyo ni icyambere. Icya kabiri, n'abakiriya bacu ugomba kuba ufite konti muri BK kugira ngo wohereze amafaranga. Ariko abayobozi ba PAPSS bavugana n'ayandi mabanki yo mu Rwanda n'ayandi mabanki yose muri Afrika, kuko objective nuko amabanki yose yo muri Afrika ahurira muri PAPSS ku buryo umuntu wese uri muri Afrika ufite konti muri banki azashobora kohereza amafaranga mu yindi banki muri Afrika. Ariko hari n'ubundi buryo bwo kohereza amafaranga, hari kuri iyindi service yitwa BK Remit, aho umuntu ufite konti muri BK ashobora kohereza amafaranga kuri mobile wallet y'ibindi bihugu byo muri Afrika. Numva ko tuzi neza ko muri Afrika hari abantu benshi barakoresha amabanki, bakoresha mobile wallet, turanabizi na hano mu Rwanda bibaho. So iyi PAPSS ni uburyo bwo kohereza amafaranga kuva muri BK kugera muri yindi banki yo muri Afrika, ariko dufite n'ubundi buryo kohereza amafaranga kuva muri konti yawe yo muri BK ikajya kuri mobile wallet y'ibindi bihugu. Nabyo birahari, nabyo biri kuri app cyangwa kuri internet banking n'izindi channels zose munashobora gukenera. Igishya PAPSS izanye nuko icyambere umuntu wo mu Rwanda cyangwa n'umucuruzi ashobora kohereza amafaranga mu Manyarwanda ashaka kugura ibintu mu gihugu cyo muri Afrika kiri connected muri PAPSS. So ntabwo azagomba kujya gushaka amadolari cyangwa amayero azohereza, kandi ubundi iyo umuntu yohereza amadolari cyangwa amayero agomba kubanza guca muri banki yo muri Burayi cyangwa yo muri Amerika kugira ngo agaruke. So turabwira umucuruzi nta madolari ukeneye, nta mayero ukeneye, fata amafaranga yawe y'amanyarwanda ukagura ibintu muri Ghana cyangwa Nigeria. Uwo muntu uguze mukorana business azabona amafaranga muri currency yabo. Nubwo ko kandi bizihuta, mwabonye ko byihuta cyane. Ikindi ni kiguzi, kuko ayo mafaranga yo transaction itagombye guca ahantu henshi, ni kiguzi cyaragabanutse. Ni uburyo bwo gufasha ubucuruzi muri Afrika, kuko twasanze abacuruzi cyangwa abashoramari muri Afrika akenshi bakorana business n'ibindi bihugu badakorana business muri Afrika. Ni uburyo twashyizeho dukorana na PAPSS, mwabyumvise ko ari initiative yaturutse muri AfCFTA na African Union, ku buryo tureba ukuntu abacuruzi bo muri Afrika bakorana bakacuruza muri bo kandi bigateza imbere na Afrika muri rusange.
We started this journey in 2018, and we were commercially launched in 2022 January. We have now integrated about 15 countries and 150 commercial banks. So your question is, how does this work? One of the challenges that we have for trade is that most of the trade is, first of all, denominated in US dollars, and therefore it's also a challenge for counterparties to source this US dollars. So what we did was to create a system that is able to reduce our dependence. So first of all, our system works on what is called the multilateral net settlement. What this means is that even when you are doing transactions and settling in a third-party global currency, you will find that the amount that you require to settle those transactions is much less than you would normally require. Because what happens is only the net between the two countries is what we actually settle. So that reduces significantly our dependence on those third-party global currencies. Now, we've also designed PAPSS to support local currency to local currency transactions. What this means is that if I am in Nigeria and I'm sending money to Kigali, I would use my Naira to originate the transaction, and the person here in Kigali will receive Rwandan francs. Okay. Now, those two transactions, remember, they are in different currencies, Naira and Rwandan francs. Yeah. Now, only the difference in the value against this third-party global currency is the only thing that needs to be settled. You understand? So outside that, we have actually transacted in our local currencies, yeah, settled. For example, if the amount I'm sending out of Nigeria is, say, equivalent of, say, for reference purposes, $1,000, and the person from Rwanda is sending equivalent of $1,000. The two of us have done transactions in our local currencies, and there is no net movement in terms of the settlement position. So the benefits to Africans is that it reduces our dependence on third-party global currencies. It is quicker, like the transaction that was done now was completed in under 1 minute. Our commitment to the market is 120 seconds, but again, a testament to BK systems and the implementation that was done. We were able to complete it in under 1 minute, okay? We are also reducing the numbers of the hops that happen. You know, in the past, when you send money, money travels halfway around the world before coming back to the African continent. We're actually removing that. We're also lowering the cost. So from a PAPSS point of view, we've actually priced it in such a way that people pay as low as a very tiny fraction of what they would have paid if they were using an alternative payment channel. So we've saved on the cost. We've reduced the dependence on FX.
How much percentage?
So to give an example, if you were sending a $200 transaction, we would typically charge as low as $2. So which you can see is $1, and our price is capped at a point. But of course, we partner with banks, and the banks also will have to make fees. So what we're looking at is also determining the price point that is best also for the market, and we'll certainly partner with the commercial banks, especially BK, in determining that.
Go on, because I cut you short. Yeah.
Yes. So no, I've listed the benefits. We've improved the speed. We've reduced dependence on third-party global currencies. We have also reduced the costs significantly, and we have also removed a lot of those external correspondent relationships that used to be in between African transactions, and of course they result in delays and higher costs. Permit me also to say that this journey was, we have 3 important promoters who have brought us this far. We have AfCFTA Bank that has spearheaded the project, the initiative, and we have the African Union Commission, which has also been one of our promoters, and then we have the AfCFTA Secretariat, led by His Excellency Mele, who is also one of the 3 promoters of the PAPSS system. also say that we've enjoyed significant support from AU heads of state who have unanimously endorsed PAPSS as the payment system for the operationalization of the AfCFTA. So again, this is all of our aspirations as a continent. A lot of it is encapsulated within the AfCFTA, and this being one of the key instruments, we think that, again, BK would be a prime partner in ensuring that this intra-African trade take place, and this is a first step towards making sure that that happens. When we designed PAPSS, we designed it for actually to support the local businesses, the SMEs, and the individuals also who do businesses or move across our borders. One of the things, and I'll use an example to highlight this, we have a shoemaker in Ghana who sells his shoes across the borders. Now, the biggest challenge that he has is in trying to buy his leather and all that. He would typically carry cash across the border, yeah, to go buy those leather products. Sometimes he gets robbed even at the borders, okay? But the biggest issue for him was that in the past, some of the payment arrangements that existed didn't quite cater to his needs. But today, he's able to actually do those transactions and confirm that the payment has reached in a matter of seconds. Now, what this does for him is that it gives him more time to turn around his inventory. In the past, sometimes he spends 3-4 days confirming that payment, yeah? That is 3 days less the time that he would have used to actually produce and to sell his goods. But the fact that he can make payments and confirm that the payments have arrived in a matter of seconds means that he doesn't need to be carrying cash across the borders. Means that he has more time to focus on his business, which is producing shoes and selling shoes. You understand? So it brings benefit to everybody. Okay, and for the first time, our governments are now able to actually see what happens across our borders. Okay, they're able to see this, because before, if they had carried the cash across the border, nobody has any record of that particular transaction. But by the use of the PAPSS product, we actually bring in these informal transactions into the formal space, and we're able to see it for the first time. So there is benefit to central banks, there is benefit to governments, there is benefit to the small SME or small business that has started. And he now is able to look at the whole African market as his market and not worry about how he gets paid or how the payment is settled into his account from where he is. So those are some of the benefits that PAPSS brings. The plan is for us to cover the entire continent. We currently are at 15 countries. We expect some major announcements in a few weeks, maximum 2 months. And those ones are the big Francophone regional central banks who have now committed to join in. They have formally notified us that they are joining the PAPSS. What that will do is, just by signing those 2 central banks, we'll be adding an additional 14 countries to our list of countries. We also are in wrap-up stages with a number of other countries in Northern Africa and in the Southern Africa. So we think that by the end of this year, we'll have a significant cover of the continent. So the aim for us is to cover the entire continent and bring about seamless payment. But different central banks move at different paces. Again, for Rwanda has a decent reputation for moving quickly. So we're happy that Rwanda has joined now and by seeing progress.